when they declare Boston strong martial law with the tanks and everything, the brigade, I would like to reach for my rifle, have one at my disposal. Sometimes that's not always possible. So a knife is simple and effective. In some cases, more so. Just go to a gas station and pick up a weapon. When you find yourself at odds with any individual on the street, no matter how protected or invincible they may seem,
they can be eliminated.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a cigarette? Sir, I need a cigarette. Do you have a smoke? You'd be surprised how much power you can draw from an overhand slash. Imagine one day you're out on the streets, someone approaches you and asks you for a cigarette, and he gets you with a fierce underhand rocket up through the chin. That's something that you don't want to happen to you. I'm going to show you how to do it. Simple. Make yourself plain. Conceal your weapon. Don't talk to yourself. Make sure you look casual, like this. You want a nice casual look. It's a simple scenario. Get on the streets, find any dumpster. Any dumpster will do. Anything you can fit yourself in. Someone approaches. You need to make yourself silent, like this.
You gotta anticipate.
So you know I'm here, right?
Imagine you're a businessman absent-mindedly stumbling home from work after a long day. Who could possibly suspect a knife-wielding man inside of a dumpster, ready to perform figure eights to the face? We'll find out soon. Fuck. It's as simple as that.
The United Toilets of America. Hi, I'm Ken Lewis, former CEO of Bank of America. Here are some words you can use to describe me. Bulletproof, golden, untouchable, ironclad, godly. Together with my friends Chris Cox, John Corzine, Tim Geithner, Ben Bernanke, we're doing some really fucked up shit to the country, and you can't do a thing about it. That's right.
The shoe is untied.
You know what I hate about you little pussies? Everything.
Don't kill me with a knife. Don't knife me on the streets when I'm walking around Washington, D.C., because that's where you can find me. I have a house in Connecticut. I'm usually walking around the streets of Washington, D.C. Don't stab me with a knife. Don't do it. Don't kill me. Don't kill Ken Lewis, the former head of Bank of America. John Corzine. Who's John Corzine? Who's Rihanna? Who's John Corzine? I know who Rihanna is. I know the IMDb top 10. Who's John Corzine? Hey, dude, that's a nice suit. Here, catch.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason. I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
This is absolutely lit. This is lit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. I am Dark Match Steve. Welcome to the stream. What do we got tonight? CEO hat thief doubles down. And oddly enough, Luigi Mangione charges dropping possibly. How about that shit? Isn't that a coincidental lineup of topics for the evening? How about that? Yeah, guys, the CEO has gone viral. The video of the guy stealing the fucking hat from a little kid. We're going to look at this guy a little bit and take a look at his response to all of this shit, and we're going to break this shit down. Also, we're going to we're going to update ourselves with Luigi Mangione news. There's different complications with the way they being the police and investigators and stuff, the way they handled evidence, and also something with Luigi's medical records that his attorneys are actually pushing for there to be like a mistrial. Basically, there is actually literally a possibility Luigi Mangione could be walking a free man, and God bless, because you know what? He is far too hot for jail. Okay? I wouldn't even say that about myself. If I was charged with killing a CEO allegedly, and I'd be begging the judge, please don't put me in jail, and he'd be like, why not? And I'd be like, look, I'm a little bitch, and I'll probably get killed myself. I could not use the defense that I'm too cute, too pretty for jail. I mean, I'd definitely be getting stuff done to my butt, and that's a problem even for me, okay? But I could not use the defense that I'm too cute for jail. Luigi Mangione is actually too cute for jail. Release that man. I don't care whether he killed someone or not. But now might be the time we need him free the most, because you know what? Luigi Mangione's in jail. I feel like these CEOs think they can just do whatever the fuck they want. In the public, in front of everybody, stealing a hat from a defenseless small child. Holy fuck. Please release Luigi Mangione. He needs to clean up these streets. This is getting out of hand here. All right, let me get to the chat. Say hello to everybody getting in here. Where are we tonight? Facebook, YouTube, and X, lovers. That's where we're broadcasting for tonight. So wherever you're at, get in the chat. I got you all in one spot here. Let's talk about it. Oh, also, breaking news, and I don't know, we got a little bit to talk about before we get into the main event, being the two topics I just mentioned, both CEO related. Also, we got breaking news. Should I take this over to the Facebook? Bubba Army breaking news, guys. Actually, let me get to the chat. I'm going to say hello to everybody trickling in. Guys, if you're Bubba Army in the chat, share the stream, because we got Bubba Army breaking news right now. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. I'm going to get into that, and don't let me forget, after I go through the chat, don't let me go straight to the CEO stuff. Remind me that I need to break down the Bubba Army stuff. We got a couple things to talk about with the Bubba Army stuff, okay? So share the stream and put hashtag Bubba Army breaking news or some shit. For real, guys. Let's get into that. We got some shit to break down. Trust and believe. Okay, so lovers, first in the chat, Dutch Duke. Lover, we don't do the free prostate milkings anymore. That died off when certain fans of the show had their affection for this stream die off. Where their affection died, so did the free prostate milking gimmick. It died off with that, and maybe that's a good thing. I don't know what we're going to do as a prize for being first in chat, that we're not doing the free prostate milkings anymore. I don't know what you want, Dutch Duke. I'll suck you off or something, buddy. We'll figure it out. It's right now for first in chat. We are doing some kind of award every night again still. But for now, it's just an IOU, okay? So whatever the fuck, you're first in chat, you got to IOU something. It's a mystery prize. This toothpick broke apart in my fucking mouth, disintegrated. Bob Cook, what's up? Welcome, lover. Bob Cook, can I ask you, did you get, and we're going to get into this, don't spill any beans, Bob Cook, if you know what's up, but Bob Cook, did you get an email about the movie? I want to ask you that, Bob Cook. Did you get an email about going to the movie yet for the premiere? Please answer in the chat ASAP. Pretty please, sir. Second in chat, by the way, Bob Cook. What a good dude. Michael Earl, what's up, lover? Welcome, welcome. Truth is Unbreakable's up in here. What's up, Truth? Bart Hutchinson, Rainey is in here. She's slinging properties. Guys, she is making deals. She's doing signings. She's still trying to get rid of these Epstein properties. She needs to flip them before Ghislaine Maxwell gets offed in the new low security prison they moved her to. So please DM her if you want to buy one of the Epstein properties. Thank you, Rainey, and thank you for being in here. Sniz is in here. What's up, Sniz? Do you think Donald Trump is dead yet? Did I convince you? Let's see. I hope Darkman Steve does not piss me off again tonight. You motherfucker. At some point, I noticed that you weren't in the chat anymore. I was like, this son of a bitch better not have been pissed off at me. I don't know. I don't fucking know if Trump is dead, okay? I'm just talking. Guys, this is an open stream. If you haven't noticed, I'm willing to fucking talk about anything. It doesn't mean we believe it. We're just sorting through stuff. Relax. Whatever. If I'm getting at a topic that's hits close to home with you, get in the chat, get your opinion out. I'll highlight your stuff, even if you, especially if you disagree with me. But yeah, don't get fucking pissed off. I'm not on here to fucking promote some fucking thing or something. You know, it's an open discussion on this stream. White Ice T, what's up, lover? Welcome. DMS. What y'all really want? Well, White Ice T, did you see my response on Facebook? I saw your comment somewhere. I responded to you. I'll hop on there in a second because I got something to show you guys from the Facebook. I know Bubba will be talking about it tomorrow. And guys, I know I've been falling behind listening to Bubba's show. I listened to, I think, the whole show today. So we got some stuff to talk about here. I didn't listen to it all live, though. I only caught a little bit of it live. I couldn't. My mornings have been complicated. Wait, Bob Cook, did you answer me? Did I scroll past it? No, I didn't yet. Okay, hold on. I'm deep in the chat. I'm lost in the chat. Why'd I see? I hope I don't miss. If I skip somebody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to got stuff going on. Bart Hutchison, did I highlight you already? What's up, lover? Welcome. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place in this chat. I was looking for something, and I'm back to the... Okay. Scott Starboard's up in here. What's up, Scott? Welcome back, sir. And again, happy birthday. I hope you had a good day yesterday. Thanks for hanging with me during my stream for your birthday. Seriously, that makes me feel special. Adam Wiley, lover, my friend, reposting the stream. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Holyoke Joe in here is a newsflash. Most of the guys in jail are hot as fuck. Joe, you're fucking nuts, dude. I'm sorry, but I'm actually scared to go to prison because, look, I know my little hole would be taken advantage of. I'm 5'7", and that's, that is almost has, hardly any cons in the free world where I can carry around a firearm and all kinds of other weapons. Being 5'7" is not a problem in the free world. If I were in jail, it would be a big problem, okay? I would basically be a sentient fleshlight in jail. That's what I get turned into. And you know what, Joe? If all the guys in jail look like Luigi Mangione, I would not be upset about being 5'7" and possibly going to jail. In fact, jail would not be a deterrent for me. I would be literally out there committing murders, thefts, all kinds of fucking crazy things, violating the norms of society and not worrying about going to jail, because it's all people that look like Luigi Mangione in jail that want to do stuff to my butthole and or penis. Sign me up. Promo code. What's up, lover? Bob's asleep? Oh, yeah, he got in the chat before I started. Oh, Bob Cook, you're back. Sir, did you get an email about the thing? Did you get an email about going to the movies? Bob D in here. Dark news about the doc, yeah. Looks like it. We'll take a look at it together, guys. We're going to read this article. There's some breaking news. Yes, involving Nick Hogan. What I see? Yes, I saw your comment. Big Country, what's up, bro? Welcome. Lover. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we got some, I guess there's some breaking news about the doc. Guys, this is the thing. Okay, we're going to get started here with the doc. So let's get this first thing out of the way, guys. Let's I don't know what the status is. We're going to get into this, okay? This morning on the show, guys, I know some of you guys have apparently read the news. You're saying in the chat, Nick, I think you meant Nick Hogan. It probably did autocorrect. But yeah, Nick Hogan. People are talking about Nick Hogan in the chat. You know where I'm about to go with some of this. Let me get rid of this banner. Let me put the chat up for you guys, just so in case I miss anything, your comments still go up there. Here we go. The chat is officially live on the page. So, first things first. Look, I've been told I don't know what the status is with this movie thing. Bob Cook says, I haven't seen the email yet. Are you saying, so you don't see that you've gotten it, right? You're saying you don't think you've gotten the email, or are you saying you may have gotten it, you just haven't seen or you haven't read it or something? Either way, whatever. I didn't get an email. There could be various reasons for that. Look, I don't know if Holyoke Joe did anything or whatever. I don't know the status of this movie premiere thing that's supposed to be happening on Friday. And we're about to get into why I don't know about the status of this. But so look, guys, yesterday, and I may have made the comment before, but I don't really think so, because I think yesterday was the first stream since I've known I was invited to the premiere. Initially I was invited. I don't know. I maybe I knew about it on Friday during that stream. I don't think I've talked about it though. I don't know. But anyways, guys, look, I've got different people that tell me things here and there. Okay, and this part of this is not on Holyoke Joe. Even though Holyoke Joe made a comment yesterday in my chat about telling somebody that I said I'm going to live stream the documentary on my channel. Guys, that was a fucking joke. I hope you know that was a fucking joke, okay? I'm hearing that there's people talking about that I'm going to do that. I'm not actually going to do that. You think I would you guys think I'm going to sit during a movie and do this with it streaming onto my channel, holding my phone up in a fucking pitch black theater? You guys think I'm going to do this? Hey, chat, Here comes the part where Spice Boys steals the tape. Here it comes. Look, guys, here, chat. This is where Hogan finds out that it was all Spice Boy. You guys think I'm going to sit and do that during a movie? Did someone actually go back to, like, inner circle people and say that I'm literally going to do that? Jesus Christ, man. I'm hearing that people are, like, seriously concerned that I'm going to do that. What the fuck? I hate the way some people have this impression of me, and I just don't get it. That people, I have no idea. I guess the vibes I give off, maybe I'm a little too reckless and I have a little too much fun on my stream here, and so people think I'm just a wild, absolute fucking piece of shit. I have no idea. You think I'm gonna steal a whole fucking... Some people have been working on a documentary for years, and you guys think I'm going to steal that and broadcast it on my channel after Bubba, Merch Crick, whoever the fuck's idea it was to invite me to the premiere. You think I'm going to fuck that up and burn that bridge just to troll by streaming the fucking documentary on my channel? A bootleg, shitty version with me sitting in the fucking theater. I mean, guys, come on. We don't know by now that that's not something I'm gonna do. That was a joke. I am gonna stream before the doc and hopefully show some people showing up for the red carpet. We'll see what happens. I'll just, I'm gonna be down there if it's still happening or whatever. And I was planning on streaming some maybe after the doc, if I'm not just rushing home to eat dinner or something. I don't know. It's a Friday, supposedly. This is supposed to happen. And but anyway, yeah, man. I just guys, come on, don't take things so seriously. What, people really think that I have some kind of like fucked up intentions? Are you kidding me? As much as I've invested in being like a supporter of Bubba's show, well, I just don't see how people would think that it's one thing for me to like be neutral and say, look, I want to take a break from sending in songs and or like being in the chat from 6 a.m. to 10 and trying to catch every minute of it live. It's one thing to be neutral. And this is my whole thing with people that have stopped watching my stream. There's a couple of them, but the most recent one was a person that was always first in my chat. And this is the thing, this person is taking credit for getting my stream removed on certain nights and wishing bad things for me and stuff. That's fucking crossing the line to me. If I'm someone that's been a huge supporter of something, I don't know what, it would take a lot for me to become a traitor and actually work against the thing that I've been trying to help for however long. Okay, I don't know what people think, that I'm that fucking destructive or that much of a piece of shit that I'm going to steal a whole 2.5 hour documentary and stream it on my channel. That is fucking crazy. It was a joke, okay? I wouldn't actually do that. After them being, whoever it was, being kind enough to invite me, I wouldn't do that. Jesus Christ. Rainey said, whoever told someone that is not your friend. I don't know. You know what? I think that with the drama, with the stuff that's happened, guys, there's different people that, and I'm not talking about TFP right now. You guys know who I was talking about a minute ago when I said one of my biggest supporters. Guys, there's different people from the Bubba Army that kind of have been in the stream, in the chat and stuff. And I feel like since any of the like drama bullshit that's gone down between me and Bubba, people have this idea or something, apparently, from what I've been hearing, that people are actually literally thinking I'm going to try to steal the documentary for my channel. I don't know what people fucking think. I do not, in my worst moments of being like, angry with some shit that's happened with Bubba's show, I have never been in a vindictive, like I want something bad for them. That is so fucking stupid. That is just like, that's not how I operate. I don't invest years into supporting somebody and then flip a switch and go, you know what? They were kind enough to invite me to, and I'm going to turn it into a work and fucking steal the documentary and talk shit and like, come on, guys. So anyway, that's out of the way. We're moving on from that shit. I don't know what people think. Like I said, there's people I feel like that it had way. There's all kinds of rumors going around with the last little like, head butting Bubba and I had with whatever happened at Barb and stuff. Dude, people way exaggerate and blow shit out of proportion. I'm telling you guys, it's fucked up. And it has actually ruined my reputation with some people. I know it has, because there's certain people that definitely act like they don't fuck with me anymore, like in a good way, that like they don't associate with me anymore. And it's all been since that little feud happened. And now people think I said two black guys can't have a podcast on Bubba Army channel and and who knows what they think I was saying about Bubba. When even at the worst moments, I was always still saying, it's the best morning show. Sorry, I'm pissed off and I can't be in the chat and whatever. It's still the best show. I'm missing out. It sucks. Da 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 da. I never said that they suck or that I wanted anything bad for anybody. Just like, holy fuck, guys. Somebody said DMS was going to set up a tripod. Dude, yes, basically. Look, I've had multiple people tell me some things, and I'm just like, holy fuck. All right. Well, anyway, let's go. Let me bring up Facebook. I'll show you guys. So today on the show, if you guys were paying attention, I did actually, I caught a little bit of the show live towards the very end of the day, I think. But I did get to watch the rest of the show. I believe I caught every minute of the show today. And if you guys noticed on the Bubba the Love Sponge show today, we had a moment where Bubba got some text. If you guys were paying attention, something happened today and Bubba got a text and he was like, I forget exactly what Bubba said, but he's like, do you fucking believe that? Do you fucking believe that? And no one's saying it. Don't say anything about it. And hold on a second. So here we go. Let me get you guys on this tab. I think Bubba got some bad news about the documentary today during the show, live during the show, because he looked at his phone, like I said, I just described, and he's like, no fucking way, da 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 da. No one say anything. And here we go on the Facebook. This is from the Bubba Love Sponge Show Facebook page. Wow, we were so close. Stay tuned. So let's click on this and see what it gets into. But I can only imagine they said, wow, we were so close. I mean, how else are we supposed to interpret that except for that the documentary is now there's people reacting with the laugh emoji. The documentary is now being postponed yet again, guys. That's what it looks like. Let's see where this takes us. Going to another tab. Let me take you guys with me. We can read this together. Jesus Christ, what is it? Okay. Is this okay? Can I X this? Is it gonna okay? Here we go. Bubba the Love Sponge sued by Nick Hogan. Nick Hogan wants to block Hulk Doc's release. Dude, why didn't you do this sooner? Nick Hogan, did you seriously just find out about this? You fucking idiot. Are you just drunk all the time? You just hearing about this, and now we're less than a week away from doing a badass premiere thing, and everybody meeting in, let's be real, it was going to be the Tampa Theater. Everybody meeting in downtown Tampa and having this this whole deal, making a whole deal out of the deal, and then you got to do this deal. Give me a fucking deal. Why don't we just still do the premiere and wait to release it on Netflix? Why don't we do that? Man, this sucks. I was invited to the premiere thing. I was actually really excited. Like, okay, guys, this is going to be cool. We'll go live from down there, get some fucking pizza in downtown or some shit. Fucking, man, I was actually excited to see the doc. And I have a new vape cartridge. I was going to bring a weed vape cartridge in there, toke it up, let Ric Flair hit my vape, have a drink with Ric Flair, hit on some waitresses with Ric Flair. Now I hear Ric Flair isn't even going to go. What the hell, guys? Nick Hoban. Yeah, I know. Funny Face, what's up, lover? Thanks for joining us. How's it going, dude? Yeah, guys, wherever you're at, get in the chat. Please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. I need people to hit the buttons. If you dislike me, there's a button for that too. It's the dislike button. It's the one that has the thumb down. You can hit that too. And it does help me in the algorithms, but it also affects my self-esteem. So, you know, you're helping me a little bit, but I will cry that you hit the dislike button. Shit my pants with Ric Flair. Yes, thank you. Promo code. That's funny. Oh fuck. Promo code. You know what? That's one of the rules for the chat. That's pretty funny. You're not supposed to be funnier than me in my chat. That's a good enough joke that you're supposed to DM me that. You guys remember, we don't have many rules in this chat, but one of them is to not be funnier than me in the chat. So if you think of a good little zinger like this, you send that to me in a message, and then I will say the joke on the stream and look funny. Thank you. Thanks for the support, guys. Pooping your pants is cool, Bubba Clem. That's a direct quote. Okay, let's read this article. I'll go down here so you guys can see this. Guys, I got to hit this bong. What are we doing? What are we even doing? Hold on. I got to hit this bong. We've got so much to talk about. Not before I fucking blast off here. Oh, God, I almost tripped. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. All right. All right, guys, hold up. We're going to go up here to hit this bong. Where's my... Oh, here we go. Guys, look, it's actually... I found my little bong. I cleaned it a little bit. It's a little guy, but it does the job. It ain't the size that counts. It's how well you suck it. You just got to suck really hard. You get just as big a hit. All right, let's go. Funny Face said rubbing alcohol to clean it. Bro, you have no idea how old those stains are on that. You have no idea, dude. I've had this bong since middle school. I almost threw it out the other day, but I was like, you know what? Even though it has these stains, I'm going to keep it because I've had this thing since did I say middle school? I meant high school. High school. I've had this fucking bong since like 2007, guys. I almost threw it out the other day when I was cleaning here in the house just because I was in that kind of mood. I was like in a scorched earth kind of mood, just like burn it all, start over, just burn everything and start over. Dude, I've had that bong set almost 20 years. Incredible. But look at it. Look, hold on. We're taking a little detour, but look how thick the glass is. This thing is a thick, it's like fairly heavy. It's not that big, but this glass is fucking thick and it's never broken. This is the original stem that came with it. And the same with my square pipe that I have. You guys know the square pipe that I use on the stream sometimes. I'm really good about making my pieces last. My hands are like, I'm really good with my hands. I don't drop my shit often. It's really, that is actually crazy to think about. It's been almost 20 years I've had this bong. That's crazy. It's a nice piece. Yeah, thank you. It was just a cheap, one of the cheapest little fucking things from High Tide here in Tampa. I think the place closed down. But anyway, here we go. Back to the article. Let me go down here. Let's take a look at what this says. It sounds like, guys, the documentary is getting postponed. And that is just going by the way Bubba posted, the way he phrased the caption that he put over this article, reposting it here. And Bubba, this is funny. Bubba has been kind of feuding a little bit with TMZ. I'm sure TMZ is absolutely just coming in their pants being able to post this article. Aha, your fucking documentary is getting whatever, unless they worked it out. I know I did hear from the show last week where they were talking about basically TMZ stealing content where they're saying, oh, this interview happened on the Bubba the Love Sponge show, but they're not like telling you where to go. Like it's the Bubba Army channel on YouTube, Rumble, and whatever. They're not like, anytime I'm fucking using someone else's video, I at least try to tell you, like, hey, anytime we're watching Piers Morgan, I tell you guys, Piers Morgan's cool. He has cool interviews. Follow him. Subscribe. This is his channel. Da, 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 da. I try to do that anytime I'm using someone else's stuff, so it counts as a promotion. TMZ clearly did not give a fuck when they were using Bubba's interview content, releasing it before the show was even over. That was part of the thing too that they said, right? TMZ had isolated clips of Bubba interviewing Brooke Hogan, and they released it at like 9 something while Bubba was still on the phone with her. They broke news from Bubba's show and whatever, kind of jobbed him out in terms of credation. Yeah. Wants to block the doc release. So let's go. Hulk Hogan's son, Nick Hogan, is suing Bubba the Love Sponge, alleging the popular radio host's unreleased documentary about the WWE legend infringes on his dad's copyrights and trademarks. Fuck. Here's this famous picture. I've used that for a thumbnail a time or two. Nick, acting as a rep for Hulk's estate, filed the lawsuit. Man, come on. So word on the street is that Bubba has done a huge solid for Nick Hogan in the past. And I think people, if you look at the Facebook post, which we can go back and read the comments, but people were talking about it. Bubba's done Nick a solid. This is fucked up for Nick to be trying to block this at this time, because Bubba has, regardless of what a few things Bubba may have said recently or done recently that's pissed off Nick Hogan, that none of that is anything compared to what Bubba has done for you in the past, allegedly, which we can get to, guys. But anyway, let's keep reading this. Nick, acting as the rep for Hulk's estate, filed a lawsuit on Tuesday in a federal court in Florida after Bubba revealed he's going to drop a Video Killed the Radio Star, The Untold Story of the Hulk Hogan sex tape scandal later this month. Nick states the doc, which promises to tell the real story of how Hulk's romp with Bubba's then wife, Heather Klim, got leaked to the media, includes unauthorized images from the Syzex tape. In the suit, Nick alleges some of the video was actually played in a trailer that Bubba just recently released, which we watched that last night, didn't we, guys? Nick also claims Bubba, real name Todd Allen Clem, which is not true. They could say his birth name is Todd Allen Clem, but Bubba's legal name is Bubba the Love Sponge. Has been promoting the documentary using Hulk's trademarks without permission. Jesus Christ. Man, as much as the lawyers postponed this fucking thing already, no one sniffed this out that this would be a possibility that Nick Hogan would stick his fucking fingers into this batter here. No one predicted this. We didn't have these T's crossed and I's dotted. All that, guys, the Bubba Army knows this has been postponed for so long because of these goddamn attorneys, and no one sniffed this out before this. Jesus Christ. Using Hulk's trademarks without permission. What? Hold on a second. Why? Because his name is in the title or something? What the fuck? Or because there's footage of Hulk in this at all? Is that what the problem is? They're using his likeness in a documentary without permission. Additionally, Nick says releasing the documentary would violate a settlement agreement Bubba and Hulk entered into over the tape back in 2012. The details of the agreement are redacted in the suit. Uh-oh. Nick is suing to stop the release of the doc and for other unspecified damages. What the fuck? We've reached out to Bubba for comments. So far, no word back yet. So, of course, Bubba isn't going to give TMZ any exclusive anything because TMZ already shows they don't know how to act. They don't know how to, properly give credit to somebody when you're using their fucking content. Yeah, so Bubba's gonna break this tomorrow. I'm sure he's gonna break all this down, give his comment on this. But it sounds like, hold on, and let's go back to Facebook. So yeah, look at the wording here. Let me go back down here. Wow, we were so close. Stay tuned. So yeah, it looks like it's postponed, guys. Let's look at the comments. This is so fucking nuts. So here we go. Time to tell the story how you peed in the cup for Nick. Dude, this is actually crazy. This is actually fucking crazy. Holyoke Joe says it's because there's Syzex tape in there. You're saying because there's clips from the video in the documentary. Nick Hogan is going for a settlement. So you think Nick just wants a piece of the pie? You're saying yup to that? Nick Hogan just wants a piece of the pie? Give me a yup and a pie emoji. All right. Yeah, that fucking sucks. That sucks, man. I was excited. I was actually excited to go to this premiere. God damn. See, and you know what? And this is the thing. I thought that perhaps What emoji is that? Is that a brain? I can't even see it. Oh, a pie. I just yeah, okay. Thank you. I can't. It's so small on my screen, I can't see it. Yeah, but okay. Thank you, promo code. I appreciate it. It's got Steam, yes. Yeah, this fucking stuff. This sucks. All right, well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Gene Lasker, how about it? Documentary's canceled. How about it? Nick Hogan wants a piece of the pie. Let's get pie emojis in the chat. He wants a piece of that pie. Let's look at these comments. Nick probably doesn't want to poke the bear. Yeah, shouldn't be suing Bubba. Well, I don't think this Jason Travis, maybe this guy didn't read the article, but this is the first thing I thought too. I waited to read the article till I got on here with you guys. Cause yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is weird. We'll see. At least wait. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so Bubba doesn't have attorneys scheduled to be in there. Bubba has his attorney. Well, the Diacos, he has those guys in Monday, Tuesday, and then Babyface, the other attorney in the co-host rotation, is Thursday, right? So we'll see. Maybe he'll have one of them come in special for tomorrow, or maybe the Diacos want to come in tomorrow because they got a Monday taken from them because of Labor Day. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll probably be hearing from Bubba's attorneys tomorrow. We'll see. That's crazy, man. God damn, guys, I can't believe it. Dude, I should have saved. This is the thing, I didn't see this this article wasn't posted yet, but I should have saved the clip cuz it happened today, guys. Bubba got a text about this today during the show and didn't break it during the show or something. I don't know. It could have been something else, but I saw Bubba get a text. There was this whole thing, and then he's like, no one say anything about it. Dan's always good about calling in when he's not in there. Babyface too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll probably hear from, even if it's on the phone lines, we'll probably hear from the attorneys tomorrow. Bubba knew this was coming. Dude, why didn't he well, I don't know. You might be right, Sniz. You might be right. But how long has he known this was coming? Is it seriously? Holyoke Joe said he wants a settlement. He thinks Bubba's going to make a shitload of money on this documentary or something. Guys, I don't know what it is. What it seems, I don't know if it's just Bubba because Bubba and his, not radio affiliates, but his friends and associates, lawyers, friends, all the, his Bubba and his circle are like, it appears by the trailer, they are a big part of this documentary. It seems like 90% of this documentary is like talking to Bubba and Bubba's circle of people. If we're judging by the trailer, and there's like, there's some footage of other shit involved in there. Who knows what that's a lot of what the trailer showed. So it could just be because they're so involved with it. Bubba keeps saying we, but it is weird. It almost is like a Freudian slip. And I don't know anything that anybody else doesn't know. But I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bubba is like, getting some financial gain in some way from this. I don't know, because he is definitely promoting it a lot, and it seems like he's promoting it more than just because he wants to, suit his ego with getting more people to see his side of this whole story. I don't fucking know. Every time they're talking about it, Bubba has like a Freudian slip saying, my documentary, our documentary. It happens like every time they talk about it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they say about it tomorrow. Nick Hogan is a piece of shit. Yeah, I know. Well, it's sad. I will say, I don't know shit about Nick Hogan, but the conversation, guys, the conversation with Nick Hogan and Hulk Hogan when Nick is in prison, and like they're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, I do not know all of the ins and outs with every time Nick Hogan has gotten a fucking DUI. Okay, but the one where he almost did kill that guy, I don't know. He fucked some person up. There was like a friend he had in the car with him that got really fucked up because of Nick driving under the influence or something like that. I don't fucking know. I have not looked at the case myself. This is just stuff I hear through Bubba's show and other people talking. But the conversation Hulk Hogan had with Nick over the phone that was recorded through the jail line was a little bit crazy. It was eye-opening to hear how some fucking people think. It was shocking to me to hear Hulk Hogan and Nick basically going like, oh yeah, man, that other guy that got fucked up in the accident, he must have had some kind of bad beef with God or something, brother. Yeah, man, he had some fucked up shit with God for God to let that happen to him. The Hogans, we are blessed. God loves us. So you didn't die in the crash. You were fine. And you're facing possible, major prison time. But God loves us because we're fine. Your friend that got fucked up, he had some kind of he must have had some beef with God, brother. Some real heat. Like it wasn't a work, brother. God's really selling it right now. It was shocking. It was shocking to hear Hogan talk to his fucking son like that, and them like agreeing back and forth. And then after talking about how it's God having beef. Okay, it's not Nick Hogan's responsibility for being fucking drunk and driving like a stupid piece of shit and basically killing his friend. It's not his fault. It's God. That's because the guy it's the guy's fault because he had beef with God, so God smited him. And anyway, it's not your fault. So let's talk. And then they started talking about Nick doing like a spin-off show or something, a spin-off of Hogan Knows Best, something fucking retarded like that after you just killed somebody because you were driving drunk. That was just like shocking for me to hear. I don't know how much of a piece of shit Nick really is. It's one thing to judge somebody by their worst moment ever exposed to the public. That's probably not fair. I don't know anything else about him besides that when he killed his friend, he thought it was God's fault. That always stuck with me. That's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal. That's pretty crazy way to think. That's why all religious, I don't know, guys. Religions are just, sometimes they get you locked into certain philosophies that I just think are not healthy. I don't think it's good to walk around with a philosophy that when you drive drunk and kill someone in a DUI, it's something God had planned. That just seems Seems a little weird. But I know I'm crazy. So I'm not one to judge. Let's move on to the CEO stuff. So you guys have probably seen this video. Hold on, let's find this. So this was at a tennis match. Is this a US Open? All right, let me get you guys on this tab with me. Here we go. Holyoke Joe, relax, motherfucker. Holyoke Joe is always bringing the goddamn heat in my chat. It's all work, brother. Oh, promo code, yeah, I know. Karma, she wins every time. It appears that way. Holyoke Joe. Hogan said something heavy, something real heavy. Well, at least get it right. I tried to. But thank you, Joe. I do appreciate that. Something real heavy with God. Yeah. Hogan probably, he didn't say it during that jail call, but Hogan probably literally thought like that this guy died or got completely maimed in this accident because he was gay or something like that. He probably thinks something like that, like that guy was a fucking closeted faggot. So God, he had some real heavy shit with God. Like he's probably thinking about sucking other guys' dicks or something. And that's why he died in that accident that was caused by my son being drunk while driving. This is the kind of logic you get. This is deep in the mind of a very religious person. Did I bring you guys with me? No, I didn't yet. Because Holyoke Joe distracted me. Okay, here we go.
With Amex Business Platinum, you get access to over 1,400
Have a business!
lounges worldwide.
All right, here we go, guys. Hat Snatch CEO Piotr. Okay, this is ridiculous. You've got 4 consonants before a vowel in your name. Give me a who do you think you are? Hat snatching CEO Piotr Szczerek. Break silence after US Open. Polish guy, you know, they're saying, guys, he's a Polish, these are quotation, Polish guy. Let's look into this guy.
Jesteśmy niesieni falą entuzjazmu, ale tak zupełnie, no ja wiem, że się nie da zwłaszcza w tej konkretnym momencie, żeby coś powiedzieć tak na spokojnie.
There it is. Let's blow it up so you guys can see it good. Look at this fucking piece of shit.
Zwłaszcza w tej konkretnym momencie, żeby coś powiedzieć tak na spokojnie i na chłodno.
This guy's literally out there taking candy from babies. What a fucking scumbag.
Zwłaszcza w tej konkretnym momencie.
Look at that. Look at that. What is this grown-ass adult man gonna do with a tennis player's hat? Really? Why are you even standing there asking for an autograph as an adult, asking for an autograph from a tennis player? What are you going to grow up to be No, you're not. You're already a fucking CEO who's like 40 something. Start picking out your coffin, okay? You're not going to grow up. You don't need to be inspired by having an autographed tennis ball and a hat from a tennis player. Get over yourself. What is this guy doing with what is he going to do with this hat? Look at how disgusting and the body language. Hold on, let's go. Let me go back down there so you guys can see this well. Look at this fucking little kid. The hat was clearly meant for him. This guy is not trying to hand his hat over to another grown man because it's ridiculous to think another grown man wants your fucking hat. Holy fucking shit. Like, unless you're Donald fucking Trump, who the fuck do you think you are that you would not just be like, oh yeah, these fucking people are marking out. They want a hat off of my sweaty head after a match. No, that's for a little kid, you fucking piece of shit. God damn. Look at this.
Ale tak zupełnie, no ja wiem, że się nie da zwłaszcza w tej konkretnym momencie, żeby coś powiedzieć tak na spokojnie i na chłodno.
Look at how shady that is, and now he's trying to like hide it. Look at how he grabs it, and then he tries to do it so that this guy doesn't even notice he took the hat. I mean, look at that. That is that is very disgusting. This is one of the things you see where this is like almost as shocking. You know, it gets you thinking. It's like when you see Joe Biden publicly at photo shoots, signing in senators or whatever the fuck they were doing at photo shoots, Joe Biden publicly sniffing little kids and grabbing their little premature titties and stuff. You see that, and it's like, it's fucking disgusting. It is disgusting, and you're appalled by it, but then you go, whoa, 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 wait. What the fuck does he do when no one's watching? He's sniffing them and actually making them visibly uncomfortable. Little kids sniffing them and touching them. What does he do when there's no one? Does he have access to children when there's no other adults around? And, you know, it just gets your head going. This is the same kind of thing, though it's not as bad as sniffing a little girl's hair when she's like vulnerable and uncomfortable and you have her separated from her parents. That is gross on this other level. But this is like almost as disgusting to me. A little kid, you're a grown-ass CEO, and you just snatched a hat from a sweet little blonde Aryan white boy. And this guy, he look, word on the street is this guy's Jewish, okay? Cat's out of the bag. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I was going to save that for a reveal later. This CEO is Jewish. This guy's a Jew. Look, he's not Polish. This is the Jewish guy stealing from a sweet little white boy, the sweet little Hitler Youth. This is what all the little kids look like in Germany during World War II or before. And here we got the Jewish guy coming in to steal their hats. That's I was saving that for later in the stream, but here we're out with it now. I can't hold it any longer.
Się nie da zwłaszcza w tej konkretnym momencie, żeby coś.
What a piece of shit. Oh fuck. No, for real, this is pretty disgusting. This is pretty disgusting.
Powiedzieć tak na spokojnie.
And look how the guy's turned around back in his direction and he's hiding it. So this shifty little piece of shit knows that he did something disgusting and he's trying to kind of hide it from the guy. Look at this. Look at this. Goes to give it to the kid.
Że się nie da zwłaszcza w tej konkretnym momencie, żeby coś powiedzieć tak na.
And he hides it. The guy turns around and he goes to fucking hide it. Oh God.
Na spokojnie i na chłodno.
He's going to notice that I just stole a hat from a small child. I'm a 6'2" CEO of some fucking, what is it? some kind of landscape something company. I don't remember. We're gonna look him up in a second. I'm a 6 foot some giant Jewish greedy CEO. I just stole a hat from a small child in front of my tennis idol. I don't want him to see this, but I do still want the hat. So I've got to hide it. Polish. This is what they're going with here. Polish. Caught on camera snatching. This is the thing, is they gotta, like, you could just say a CEO, but I mean, if you're going to, like, if we're gonna be like Polish, whatever, you're gonna start assigning nationalities and ethnicities and stuff. Let's just be as accurate as possible. Viral moment which aired on Eurosport happened after Polish tennis player Kamil Majerak came away with a victory at the tournament in Queens on Thursday. Here's where the front row signing fans' gear appeared to hand out his hat meant for a young boy standing directly in front of him. Before the kid could grab it, hovering over his shoulder, reached across his body and snagged the hat, leaving the boy seemingly let down. This rounds on X. What a scumbag. Some people suck. Help find the boy. So he has found the kid. Oh, wait, here we go. So they do have that part. Yeah, you know what? It's funny. It's like these are the pros and cons, It sucks. Sometimes even I'm sickened by the thought that every fucking thing we do ever is now video recorded and possibly going to be a viral sensation on the internet. It sucks on this one level because it gives you a little bit of anxiety. But actually, when you see situations like this and you're just like, wow, you know what? I don't know. I'd have to be down pretty fucking bad to steal something out of a little kid's hands. I'd have to be in a very, very dark place in my life, in my head, to just steal something out of a sweet little blonde, especially a sweet little white blonde kid. To steal something out of their hands, I would have to be in such a fucked up place in life to ever do that. And to see a CEO, a fucking rich, like probably filthy, I probably cannot even comprehend how rich this guy is. And he stole a hat from a small child. Where's his response? This is one of the situations where you go, you know what? The fact that we have cameras everywhere, it's sometimes situations like this make it worth it because you go, wow, this is a proof. Like, you know what? Maybe I could be a rich, filthy rich CEO. But you know what? If that requires stealing hats from little kids, making little kids cry, I'm good. I'm okay being a fucking pothead loser streamer. I'm good. I don't have to have a yacht. I'm okay without having a yacht and not stealing from little kids. That's all right with me. Maybe I'm just I'm an actual fucking stupid fucking loser. But yeah, stealing candy from babies is just really, it's not my thing. Where did I save this? Hold on one second. Let me find this because this has everything. I think it's on Twitter. Maybe did I repost this or did I save this? I did. Okay, here we go. Let me bring you guys over to this Twitter tab so we can take a look at this. This has all of the shit in one spot here. We don't have to listen to that stupid royalty-free music on this thing. Here we go. Polish business executive, Polish. Piotr Surek, CEO of paving firm. Here we go. Paving firm Drogbruck has been identified as the individual who grabbed a hat intended for a young fan, a small, sweet, white Aryan child, during tennis star Camille Majorek's U.S. Open celebration. The incident, which sparked a global outrage, saw Surek swiftly taking a cap. Majorek, I am so sick of these names, offered to a boy named Brock, thank God, a normal name, and placing it into his wife's bag, ignoring the child's visible distress. This is the kind of, you know what, guys? To be this filthy rich, to be a CEO, a mover and shaker, you have to be willing to kick dirt into small homeless children's faces. This man has done much worse than steal hats from little kids. This man has evicted full families onto the cold, dark streets at night. Okay, this is the kind of person we're dealing with here. I don't think you guys are grasping entirely what I'm trying to say. If this man will steal a hat from a small child, he will do much worse. This paving company, there's probably human bodies mixed into their cement mix. Bone dust. All right, let's hold on. Placing it into his wife's bag like a scumbag, ignoring the child's visible distress. Yes, that's a requirement. If you're going to be a mover and shaker, you're going to be a big time CEO, you have to be able to ignore other people's visible distress. Okay, that's what's required to make it ahead. That's what we're dealing with here. These are hard times, guys. It's not my fault. I'm just telling you what the truth is. Instead, an alleged statement defending what is that noise? Oh, it's this thing moving. Sorry. Ignoring the child's physical distress. Instead, an alleged statement defended his actions with the phrase, "Life is first come, first served." Holy fuck. This is like someone catching you like sexually assaulting a woman who's unconscious, and you release this statement. You're like, look, life is first come, first served. Holy fuck. That is unhinged. That is absolutely crazy. People have you on video basically stealing from a child. And you go, well, you know what they say, guys. Early bird gets the worm. Holy fucking shit. This is literally like if he had some woman file rape charges against him and do a rape kit and everything and had the evidence, and they were like, look, we know you assaulted this woman while she was unconscious. And you go, well, you know, guys, don't hate the player, hate the game. Life comes at you fast, all right? Oh, fuck, man. That's actually crazy. Okay, let's move on to the threat and legal action against the critics. Oh, yeah. He's going to sue me. Guys, let's see if I get a letter from this guy's fucking Jewish attorney. In a heartwarming turn, Mazurek tracked down Brock and gifted him a new hat and souvenirs, turning the viral shame into a positive moment for the young fan. So here we go. And unfortunately, this ended well because the internet decided to take it far enough and say, we are so disgusted by this. We have to make it right. Let's find this adorable little child. Let's find this child and make this right. But now the CEO is almost like justified in being a piece of shit. See what I'm saying here? So now if you're a CEO, you're walking around, you're thinking, well, it's okay if I steal candy from babies because those babies will go viral and then people will give them more candy and I can just take what I want. Fuck, man. These are dark times. This is why my show is called Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. It's streams like tonight that make it ever more clear that we are in dark times. We've got CEOs stealing candy from babies. Let's see this full response here. Can you guys? I'll go down here so you can see this. This is the response. Quote: the recent incident at the tennis match has caused a disproportionate online uproar. Holy fuck! This is like this is like I imagine. This is like the same thing Benjamin Netanyahu thinks about releasing every time there's a new video of them bombing innocent children in Gaza. This is what Benjamin Netanyahu like says. This is a public statement. They just bombed innocent children, and he goes to Twitter. The recent incident in the Gaza Strip has caused a disproportionate online uproar. We're just out here stealing candy from children and bombing babies. This response you people are having is way out of line. You guys are way too mad about the way I steal candy from babies. Get over it. This is completely disproportionate. It's all about the famous hat, of course. Yes, I took it. Ha ha ha. Yes, I did it quickly. I was very quick. But as I always said, life is first come, first served, he claimed. I understand that some people might not like it, but please, let's not make a global scandal out of the hat. It's just a hat. If you were faster, you would have it. Regarding online hate, I remind you that insulting a public figure is subject to legal liability. All offensive comments, slander, and insinuations will be analyzed for the possibility of taking the matter to court. Sir, I hope Luigi Mangione gets free and he cuts your fucking head off with a dull butter knife. How about that? So somebody clip this and send this to this guy's attorneys. I would not do this, and I don't encourage anyone to do this, but if I could rub a genie's lamp and it came out and gave me 3 wishes, all 3 wishes would be that Luigi Mangione would get free from jail and he would cut your fucking head off with a dull butter knife. Thank you. That is all. So let me go down here. Let me put you guys here because I got to pull this other thing up on Twitter and I don't want to accidentally show you guys some tits and ass or something. Some tits and ass. Yeah, here we go, guys. This is how it's done. In case anyone wants to know, this is how we do it in America. I know Polish, dual citizen, Polish Israeli people, they steal from little children, But this is how we do in America.
There
it is.
Let's root for the girl.
All right, I was faster than a little kid. And then you give it to the little kid. You had your moment. You got the ball. You were faster than a kid. But you know what? It's a ball. And it means the world to that little kid.
And she wins in the end. Yes.
Look how happy that little angel is. Look how happy. Who could take that away from a little child? Especially a sweet little blonde white kid. How could you do that?
There it is. Let's root for the girl myself.
Look how happy she is.
And she wins in the end. Yes.
Look how happy. It's refreshing. That's humanity. That's when you're not a lizard person, when you're not a bloodthirsty CEO, that's how you live life right there. You're the fastest, you get to the ball and then give it to the little kid. I know that's probably blowing some. There's some CEOs out there that are seeing that clip right now. You're watching my channel because you want to sue me for encouraging Luigi Mangione to cut your head off. Check out that clip I just played. That's how a human being acts. Yeah, I know you're a reptile. You're a cold-blooded piece of shit, but that's how a human acts right there. Isn't that strange? That's weird, isn't it? Let's see if this is true. Turns out the shameless lowlife Polish hat thief is a JEW. Is anyone surprised? Meet Millionaire CEO, I can't pronounce the name still, and I'm done trying, who snatched a hat that was meant for a child right out from under him in the U.S. Open. Always keep an eye open around these people. That's not nice. Are they ethnic Jews from Poland? Let's look it up. International Business Times UK. So yeah, they're saying let's see how Polish these people are. From his paving empire to his private tennis court, here's everything you need to know about the Polish businessman at the center of the global scandal. Forgets just as Piotr, millionaire Polish CEO, went viral for the wrong reasons after snatching a hat meant for a small child. Clip showing him intercepting tennis star. Gave him the fan, caused outrage. Who's the man behind the scandal? Look at this. I mean, he looks like a fucking villain. He looks like a villain. And he's ugly too. I mean, there's that. What Did I miss something to... Oh, here we go. Instead of apologizing, he doubled down. Da 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 da. Memes flooded social media. Greedy millionaire. Co-founder CEO of Drogbrook paving landscaping company in Poland, founded in 1999. Leading providing of paving stones, patios, sidewalks. Who gives a fuck? His age is remains unclear. What the fuck does that even mean? Middle-aged businessman. So Tel Aviv 2025. Why do they have this here? Is this verified? That's what I'm trying to do here. And they're citing the same goddamn Twitter post that I saw. Behind the controversial CEO is his wife, Anna, who co-founded that shit alongside him. Couple and two sons share a love for tennis. Their home and such even featured a private tennis court gifted to Anna by employees for her birthday. Pair often play doubles together. Such and such reached out. They have even hosted Polish tennis stars so and so at their court, showing how deeply sport runs in their life. Controversy won't go away. Fiasco. Da, da, da. He doesn't. There's no wiki page for this guy or anything yet. So someone like just set this up, right? Yeah, page last edited on August 31st. Well, that was last edited. That's probably around when it first popped up. Promo code. He's a vampire. Age unknown. Real bloodsucker. Careful, that's blood libel. Promo code. You gotta be careful. Look at this shit. This is funny. What is this? The Talmud? Someone says, "What does being a Jew have anything to do with this?" And this person replies, "That's cute. You're new to this." And they cite these. I think this is from the Talmud, but I'm not sure. And it says, "What a Jew steals from a goy, he may keep. Jews may use subterfuges to circumvent a non-Jew." No, we're not saying this is an exclusively Jewish thing. That's definitely not what anyone's saying. Black people also steal. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Guys, I'm actually joking. I'm having a little fun. Come on. Everybody just relax. All right, let's see what my baby daddy is doing, Luigi Mangione. Which, like I said, if every prisoner looked like Luigi Mangione, I would have already killed a CEO by now. Get me a nice life sentence with a handsome man. Let's see. Okay, so in case anyone hasn't been keeping up, I've been meaning to update us all on this. So, my sweet, sweet, handsome man, Luigi Mangione. I just type Luigi Mangione mistrial just to get this to pop up. It's I know it hasn't happened yet or anything, but AI overview goes here. There's been no mistrial in the Luigi Mangione case because the trial has not begun yet. I know that, but however, Mangione's defense attorneys are aggressively pursuing actions that could lead to one, including seeking dismissal of charges. Hold on, let me go down here so you guys can see this bigger. Dismissal of charges based on the double jeopardy argument due to overlapping state and federal charges. Oh, fuck. And alleging prosecutorial misconduct, such as improper medical record review. They're also challenging the legality of the arrest and evidence collection, which could result in evidence suppression. Let's check this link. Reddit. I don't feel like going there. All right, so this was back in March. Jesus, but let's take a look at this. Are we on? Yeah, we're on the same tab. Okay. Get out of here. Let's take a look at this. I'm gonna hit this bong one more time. Hold on. Holyoke Joe. Who would you rather share a room with? Who would you rather have a room with? Luigi Mangione or Chuck Mangione? Holyoke Joe said, TFP is becoming a star on Over the Line. That is absolutely... Please tell me you're joking. Good. You know what? I wish him the best. I wish him the best. And good luck to Over the Line. Because as soon as the fat pig gets comfortable enough, he's going to start calling in drunk and make a fool out of himself and then be mad at you about it. So good luck with that, guys. You got a real one on your hands there. Fuck, man. All right, let's read this. Luigi Mangione lawyer says arrest flaws invalidate evidence, but will it work? Oh, God, I'm praying it will. My baby, my sweet baby. They didn't draw you as handsome as you really are. They did you so dirty right here. You're so much hotter than this. Pennsylvania attorney for suspect in United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson shooting claims police have violated his client's constitutional rights in arrest. It's probably true, guys. He's probably going to walk. Holyoke Joe said, not joking. And so, you know what? It sucks. And I feel bad for him because he's really not doing anything with it. That's the thing, Holyoke Joe. What are you going to do? Like, Joe, you have your own stream and you have your own thing going. TFP is literally just calling into other people's shows. I'd love to give him advice if he wants to, if he wants help with building his stuff. I could definitely give him some advice and stuff and even help him out. But instead, he rather get heat and go to be a traitor and fucking start calling into other shows. I mean, it's you know what, that's self-limiting. You have to understand. I don't have to want anything bad to happen, like he wishes upon my stream for some reason, even though I did nothing to him. I don't have to wish anything bad because it's self-destructive, it's self-limiting. You call into other people's shit and then you fucking turn your back on them, and it's it's a fucking destructive cycle. Let's see. Following Luigi Mangione's arrest and the brazen killings of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, authorities in the U.S. heralded his capture as good old-fashioned police work that brought an end to a manhunt that had stunned America and the world. It had been a period of high drama and blanket media coverage in the days that passed since Brian Thompson was fatally shot on a Manhattan sidewalk by an unknown assailant on the 4th of December. Police tracked down surveillance footage allegedly revealing the still unidentified Mangione's face and widely distributed a now notorious still of him appearing to smile at a hostel, all in an attempt to find the fugitive. The manhunt ended on the 9th of December when a worker at an Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's allegedly recognized Mangione from law enforcement alerts and called in a tip to local police. 2 patrol officers went to the McDonald's and approached him. After Mangione pulled down his face mask, they claimed to recognize him from the photos. They asked for ID, which turned out to be false, and more police were dispatched to the scene, ultimately resulting in his arrest. So he gave them a fake ID. Mangione's backpack was searched at the police station, turning up an apparent ghost gun, as well as a silencer and bullets among allegedly inculpatory items. And he was charged with false identification and weapons counts. This chain of events would culminate in Mangione's extradition to New York City, where he now faces state and federal charges. But Thompson Dickey, Mangione's Pennsylvania attorney, has since contended that his client encounter with police was fraught with constitutional violations and that the evidence collected must be thrown out, urging the dismissal of the Pennsylvania state charges in court papers filed on the 12th of March. So yeah, they're saying they broke protocol or whatever with gathering the evidence. Who knows what the fuck? They probably they probably didn't read him as his rights at the right time or some fucking bullshit like that, and whatever. Sometimes when the police really do, they egregiously break protocol in collecting evidence or whatever the case is, they can actually end up getting this shit thrown out. It is a possibility. Guys, and I said this from the beginning. I said, I am thinking with my gay penis that I'm praying he'll be free because he's just too handsome to be stuck behind bars in prison. Okay? That is how I feel. That's where this all is stemming from, me having an opinion on this at all. Okay, I'm being very honest with you guys right now. But, guys, I don't know. I'm just so untrustworthy of, the FBI and the police and everything. Who the fuck knows if what if it's possible that it actually was not him? What if Luigi Mangione just happened to be posting shit coded messages about CEOs and you know, the fucking coded bullshit that he had on his Twitter and stuff. There were numbers and stuff like that that seemed to be references to healthcare coding and stuff like that. You know, who the fuck knows if he was posting some weird shit and the feds set his ass up? Who knows? I'm not convinced by them spreading his picture just because they put his picture all over the news and said this is the guy that shot the guy, and we're trying to identify who this guy is because he killed the guy. It's like, that doesn't mean that he is the guy. What if the police actually fucked up the evidence so bad that there's a chance that it wasn't him or something? What if he was actually having like some schizo episode and fucking went off the grid and they just fucking, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows, man? All I'm saying is I don't have to have some fucking theory. My thing is you have to convince me, if you are the feds or the police or the prosecutor and I'm the juror, you have to convince me that he did this. And if you're using shitty evidence, I'm sorry. Yes, it's convenient that I want to fuck him, but you have to have gathered the evidence properly for me to say he's guilty. It can't be sloppy and leave a bunch of fucking questions and inconsistencies and or what's the fucking term I'm looking for? Insecurities or something like that. Anyway, I'm too baked right now, and I'm about to hit the bong again. Rainy's up in the chat. What's up, Rainy? Oh, Phase Cops. What's up, lover? Phase Cop said, looks like Trump is going to make it. Rainey said, I just pulled up TMZ and there's a photo of Luigi in Shine clothing. What's that? Why does that brand sound familiar? What is that, Rainey? Can you tell me in the chat? Oh, I think there's a new person. W? Oh, no. I've seen you in the chat. What's up, lover? I do recognize that name. Politicians don't serve us, get lobbied and paid to ignore the issues he was mad about, then act shocked when someone does something desperate. You know what? This is unpopular, but I completely agree with the sentiment there. I'm not saying that people should resort to things like this, but I'm saying I totally get where you're coming from. I don't encourage people to do anything like this, but I'm telling you, I hear where you're coming from 100%. Holyoke Joe said, where did it go? I scrolled past it. Holyoke Joe said, I had a dream I shit my pants. That's nice. Go look at TMZ. He's all dressed up. Hold on. You're talking about Luigi Mangione? Oh, fuck. Why is this on the front page? Hold the fuck up. Look at how hot he is. God damn it. Rainy, thank you. Rainy is the top chatter tonight. That's how you do it, baby, right here. Look at this. So sexy. God damn. Luigi Mangione getting his shine on. Yes, baby. Tell me more. Luigi Mangione has some people really confused right now because it sure appears Shine is using the accused killer's face to help sell clothes. I don't blame him. Look at that face. God damn. I'm seriously we're going to look at Shine's website and see what kind of clothes they have, because you know what? If any of the proceeds go to Luigi Mangione's defense fund, I will buy multiple shirts. Hold on a second. Okay. To sell clothes, you got to see this model in the photographs for a button-down shirt for sale on the fast fashion website. The guy's mug looks an awful lot like Luigi. What the fuck? Is this AI or is this just a random guy? Unclear if this is a Photoshop Luigi or the product of some generative artificial intelligence. The AI knows what I want, guys. It knows how to sell a shirt. Look at it. We're doomed. The AI is taking over. They know exactly what I want. They've been listening. The AI watches this stream. I've got my finger on the pulse of the world. Unclear. So the shirt is mostly sold out with only one size available. Dude. Yep. I get it. Where is it? Hold on. Shine. Let's check it out. Where do I find this? Oh my God. It's really on this website. Hold on, guys. Let's go. Jesus. What the fuck kind of... What the fuck's Stop. I don't want any of this. Jesus Christ, that was aggressive. What just happened there? Did you guys see all the fucking pop-ups? Pink Puma, what's up? Welcome. A little deposit for my spank bank. You are an angel, Rainey. Pink Puma, hey lover, I'm back from the dead. Nice to see your face. It's good to see you in the chat, Pink Puma. Thanks for joining us. It's a super cheap clothing store from China. I haven't ordered anything from there because I heard the bags they come in are harmful. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look, though. I mean, maybe, is this the only shirt that they have on him? This shirt ain't that good. This is not my style. It looks good on Luigi. Why the fuck do they literally have this guy's face on this shirt and it's sold out? You got to be kidding me. Sergio Mendoza. Gauge? What does that mean? Look at these fucking... Look at this. Something's wrong with this site. Yeah, this is like giving me a virus or something. Dude, what's up with this site? I'm getting off of this site. There's something up with this. Look at this, though. Only double XL? They don't even have my size. I can't even get it. I want to add to cart. I just want Luigi, though. I don't want the shirt. It's a selling point. It is. They're sold out. Shirt looks like a kitchen tablecloth. Not on Luigi. The shirt looks really good here. Here, it looks like a tablecloth. Right here. That's something else. It looks like I can't afford that shirt. It looks so good. It'd look better with my cum stains on it. Okay, enough of that. Sorry, guys. That was, you know what? We just crossed the line. That's enough of that. I went too far. Sorry. All right, guys. So we'll see. Add cardboard cutout version to check out. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd pay extra for that. What are we doing? tomorrow. So sounds like we're gonna have some news on the Bubba the Love Sponge show in the morning. It'd be nice if Bubba and Nick Hogan could work this bullshit out before Friday. But it sounds like that's not going to happen. The way Bubba put this, the way Bubba worded his caption on the Facebook post, sounds like the documentary's getting postponed. So we'll see what happens with it, guys. Well, I'll definitely be listening to the show tomorrow, see what the fuck is up. Yeah, the show's going to be interesting tomorrow. I recommend you guys tune in. I know everybody will be tuning in. That sucks, man. It sucks. I really was looking forward to doing something cool Friday, going out, going to see a movie. Maybe see Ric Flair. That's always fun. All right, guys. So, yeah, I'll see y'all. Maybe I'll be in the Bubba chat tomorrow morning. I don't know. I'll definitely catch the show. Maybe not live. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. Got the Bubba Army show with the breaking news about the documentary probably being postponed. Then Scott Starbird, our evening lineup for tomorrow is 6 p.m. Scott Starbird. Our boy's been up in the chat. I don't know if he's in here right now, but anyway, if you scroll back to the beginning of the chat, you'll find his name in there. You can click right to his profile. Subscribe to our boy, Scott Starbird. He's on at 6 p.m. Eastern. Then it's Alex Stein on the Primetime with Alex Stein show, which I hear is ending soon. Oh, Scott is up in the chat. Yeah, you can click right to his profile here. There's our boy. Go sub to Scott's page. But yeah, and then Alex Stein, they had a throwback on today. I don't know if they'll have like live stuff tomorrow. So yeah, tune in to see Scott Primetime with Alex Stein. They are winding down towards the end of their contract with the Blaze. So I'm just saying, I know some people will like stop watching a show or dude, this I'm so interested to see where things go. I'm excited. I know some people might be sad and feel weird about it or something. I'm excited to see where this goes. Alex Stein, he's a wild card. You never know what the fuck. I mean, I know I got to fart. Hold on. Huh. Oh, did you guys hear that? We got to hold on. Oh, I know there's not much time left, but let's do the fart banner. There we go. Fart counter 1. That's my first fart of the stream. What was I even saying? Oh, Alex Stein. So their contract's coming up. I guess Blaze isn't renewing the contract with Alex Stein and his people, but the show will go on in some way. So I hear. And I've heard Alex Stein say that they have some opportunities and stuff. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. Yes, it's sad to see them. It's the end of an era with that show over there. The way it's been, it's fucking so funny and so underrated. But we'll see where this goes, guys. Alex Stein is so creative. You just never know. I'm excited for him, and hopefully, Jimmy. God bless him. Everybody fucking likes to bully Jimmy, but you know what? He seems like a cool dude. He seems like a real dude, and at least from what I've seen, he seems to really love and support Alex. I think he's good for him. And the other guy, I forget the other producer's name, but they seem like cool dudes. They have good senses of humor and stuff. And I hope they find a way that, they can keep a lot of the main crew together. And, because the show, the way it's been is so fucking funny. It's underrated. It's somehow it's gotten into a bad algorithm or something. I don't know, man. But anyway, guys, Alex Stein at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. We'll see where the show is going. Then I will be on at 8 p.m. Eastern with, we got a bunch of different shit to get into this week. And possibly we'll see, maybe we'll see what Bubba gets into tomorrow. Maybe I'll break down some shit that happens on his show. If there's some other breaking news with it or something, we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys at least by 8 o'clock tomorrow night, right here on this channel. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. I'll see you then.